Strength Inc. here doing our weekly Q and A with Ed Coan.
Hi guys.
And we're going to answer some questions for you. William Litton from Facebook says the following: how do I prevent calluses on my hands from coming off every single time I deadlift a heavy weight?
Everybody's had this problem for a while. You lift heavy weights, sometimes you're going to tear a callus. Usually after a shower or something, I would shave them down. Make sure they're a little smoother and more even with the rest of your hand. That's about all you can do.
Luke Wright from Facebook says, what pushed your deadlift over the edge to give you those monster numbers?
All the years before I was busting my butt in the gym and doing all the assistance work I did, basically, is I made my legs, my hips, my lower back, my mid back, my upper back, I made it like just one big strong shelf to put the weight on or lift it up with. It had to do with all the previous years and all the work done before. It wasn't one thing, it's just a cumulative thing over time. It doesn't happen overnight.
Nate from Facebook says, will we ever see a return of Ed Coan to the platform?
Maybe the spot, but no plans right now. If I ever did, would just be, when I'm a little older for fun to do like a raw meet, and raw only because it's easier. I wouldn't want to deal with all the equipment. Nothing against any of the equipment. I always get treated well by all the equipment companies and stuff. Just now I wouldn't deal with it.
All right, Trey from our website says, I was wondering how long of cycles will the routines be right now? I'm using Ed Coan's routine from the videos. It seems to be working great. Just wanted to know before he actually joined the website. Thanks for everything. We're watching the Q&A.
Yeah, I think my video or my workout on the website is anywhere from 8 to 10 weeks, and sometimes they can go a little bit longer. But you pretty much answered your own question right now. If what's working great right now, everything's going in that direction, there's no reason not to do the same thing again. Just as long as you pick your weights correctly, you don't overstep or overshoot what you're looking for.
This is Jimmy from the website is asking about pre-workouts. What did you do like on squat days? And he's asking about any type of supplements or anything like that too.
Well, what kind of stimulants did I take? Just wondering.
Yeah.
I never did. I still don't. Just eat a little bit for breakfast, a lot of protein with just a tiny little bit of a carb that would work and not slow me down, no sugar, and I was good to go. At that time when I was competing, I wanted it so bad that there was nothing that could stand in my way.
There you go. All right, Alexander from Facebook says, I got a little question for you. If you were 20 years old again, now being 2013, would you do anything different than what you did back in the 80s starting out?
I would hope not, but there's a lot more information out there now, and a lot more equipment and stuff. So it's really hard to say. I mean, if I was around the same people back then, or now that I was back then, obviously I'd do the same thing. But without the same people, I'd probably try some new things, and who knows? I might be stronger or I might be weaker. You don't know.
Right. Okay. Good perspective. All right. Patrick also from Facebook says, yeah, it's important to listen to what your body's telling you when you're choosing heavy lifting days, or more important, to stay on a set schedule. His question is, I'm trying to set some new personal bests in all three lifts, so basically, what's the best set schedule that he can have?
As far as listening to his body on how heavy he should go.
Right.
If you think if you're really beat up, you could take a down week, just a lighter version of the same workout you do, just to recover. But besides that, very rarely you'll feel it coming on. And when you feel it coming on, do it. Don't wait till you get hurt or till you're burnt out beforehand, because sometimes it could be based on your stress level, how much you're working, or how if your sleep's bad, stuff like that. So you may have to once in a while. It's just a fact of life.
Okay. Glenn from Facebook says, what's your thoughts on squatting with plates under your heels, or what is the reason people like myself feel that they can squat deeper with more stability this way?
The reason everyone used to in the old days was put blocks under their heels and stuff was just to use more quads right around the knee. It elevates it, pushes your knees a little more forward. It's not very safe because it puts a lot more stress around the knee. It makes the knee go shoot out a lot more forward as far as out in front of your feet. Why he can go deeper would probably be because he doesn't have the hip flexibility. He bends his knees more, but he doesn't let the hips go by having his plate on, his feet on the plates.
Great. All right, well, that wraps it up for this week's questions. You can log on to strengthening.com or catch us on Facebook and submit those questions again. See you next time.
Thanks, everyone.